today I'll be showing you a communication system that's called PECS. And then here's an example of a PECS system that a client uses at the clinic that I'm working at. For this particular PECS system, it's for a 4-year-old client, and he just started using it about 6 months ago. And for his system, he has a front part that he's been using with new pictures that he is learning at the time. And then inside, he has pages with different pictures to create sentences at the bottom. For this first page, for example, it's labeled with toys, and there are preferred toys on the page that he can use and labeled with pictures there. On the back side, there's more toys up here as well. And then the next tab that he has is different activities. And for example, there's the bathroom, bike, outside, twirl. So these are different activities that he can do. And there's more activities at the top here for the play zone, running, walking. And then the next tab is for different foods that he prefers. And then there's more foods on the back side of it. And then the next tab that he has also been working on describing different items. So he has different colors here, and also he's working on the description of little and big for describing items. And then also he has more description words with long, square, and short, and then container. And then his last tab are just miscellaneous pictures at this time. And he has been working on especially I want sentences. So he has the picture with I want, and he has currently been learning I see. And he also recently added the word and. Then other pictures on this page are hug, book bag, shoes, cloud, tree, and socks. So these are other items that he could use. And so as the client goes through and uses this PECS system for communication, especially at this point that he's on, the stage that he is working on, he's using I want. So if he wants something, he would take I want, and the blue strip down here is where he creates sentences. So he would say I want, and for example, if he wants a reinforcement of riding the bike, he would go back here to the activity page and pick the picture of bike and put it at the bottom here. And when he has his sentence complete, he takes off the blue strip and hands it to whoever he wants the item from, such as the therapist that he is working with. And then when he gives this to the therapist, then he gets his reinforcement. And then other examples that he has been working on is still using a full sentence of I want, but then also he has been working on more descriptive sentences. So I want, and then say the item is blue, so putting blue. And then there's a picture of a book. He has a blue book that he reads. So I want blue book. And then he would hand it to the therapist. And also they are working on that when he hands it to them, they go through and read it, that they say, I want blue book. And when he first started this system, he was nonverbal. But as they go through it and they repeat the words and go through it, they are starting to also work on him just mimicking and trying to say it the best they can after the therapist says it. So he has, I want blue book. And he puts it back. So this is a way that he communicates by creating sentences down here, and he is reinforced by giving to the therapist and then getting what he wants by using the pictures to communicate with others. And at this time, he's been working on it for 6 months, and then when they first started, they just did pictures, and they build upon it gradually so he can create more complex sentences and describe items more. So this is an example of the PECS system, and it has been working really well for the client, and he has been picking up well on how the system works and using the pictures, and he can flip through the pages and find the pictures on his own independently, and he's doing well with it. So this is the PECS system.